Great night tonight, boys. We did it, Leaf Nation. We got the win tonight. 2-0. Here we go. We are in it, thank God. The heart is still racing a little bit off that one. Woo! All right. First 2-0 series lead since, God, I don't know, probably a lifetime. Who cares? We did it. We're in. We got it. That was incredible. Okay, now for some actual game notes on this thing. And hopefully this video will be a little bit better than last time because we're getting used to it. We're getting positive. All right, boys, look at this. Okay, so first off, great game in general. Nyes had a great game to start. He looked good. He was coming down hard. He was making hits. He looked like he had a lot of pop tonight. A lot more pop than other games or you really would have expected. He kept the energy from game one and was really impressed. Was really good. He made some really good plays tonight too, and he was getting physical. He was getting really physical. So that's something you need, and I really hope he keeps that energy up for the rest of the series. Absolutely beautiful. Riley again, beautiful goal. Even though he didn't really do much for it, deflects off of him in the right place, the right time. We really need that for the Leafs and just for their overall offense. It's nice to see that their D are producing finally. So that's hugely relieving, which is good. And I think everybody else is relieved to see that too. But it doesn't really matter where the goals come from as long as we're getting goals. Marner hits the post on a wide open net that honestly should have had the Leafs up big early. It could have been a 3-0 game there, and it probably would have made a difference overall, but it's okay. They got the win. Not here to complain about it. So overall, that's you got to let it go. But good for him. Good shot. Just unfortunate bounce, right? What can you do? Now to goaltending. Anthony Stolarz, please God, I hope we start him in game 3. Now he's probably going to be tired a bit. Maybe they'll switch to Woll in Ottawa. I could see them doing that overall, but I think you got to keep going with Stolarz here. He's been good. Why would you change a winning lineup like that? I don't know. Maybe some of you will disagree, but overall, I think you got to keep going with Stoli until he fumbles or just really needs a rest. But for now, I think he's pretty good. Leafs on the PK tonight. Leafs did good. They defended well. There were some times it was a little bit shaky, especially in the second period too. They looked flat. It looked like they came out and kind of coasted a bit, I guess you could say. Kind of not a boring period, but Ottawa kind of dragged it into the dirt a little bit, right? And that's what we were all kind of afraid of to begin with, if they started doing that, because then that'll really limit the Leafs' offense. And then it can just kind of go downhill from there. But they held strong. D was good. And they kept it going back and forth. I think they held, maybe 2 or 3 shots, if that. It's kind of a very quiet period for them. But overall, at least they kept the lead for there. Yeah. Let's go to the high stick on Mitch here. I get what the rule is, and I understand, what the refs were doing there. But if you look at the play, he touches the puck and he's trying to clear it out. I understand that, but he just skims it, and then gets Marner right in the nose. I understand the interpretation of the rule. But on that play, you got to get a call for that. I mean, you basically completely miss the puck, and you hit a guy in the face, and we're not going to call that a penalty. But I guess they're throwing the rule book at that one, and it is what it is. So oh well. And unfortunately, bad bounce at the end there. What can you do? It goes in. They tie it up, and I think collectively, we all took a pretty deep breath there, because all season long the Leafs have been really good playing in really close games, whether it's a goal, whether it's 2 goals or anything. they've been solid, and that's a different Leaf team than we've seen over the last 9 years. So, to have them actually tie it up at the end there and force OT, that was a little concerning. Because, if you get to split in Toronto, you get the split. It is what it is. You go to Ottawa, which is basically a home game. No offense, Sans. But yeah, it's a tough one. It's a real tough one there. But at least they came out in the end. Max Domi, that's kind of poetic in a way. Watching his dad grow up and play for the Leafs and having him get this goal. I think it means a lot to the team. I think it means a lot to the fan base, especially people who are my age. And overall, that's a great night going into Ottawa, and we'll see what we can do. But overall, great game. Happy with it. Just take the energy into Game 3 and see what we can do, boys. Keep going. Cheers.